Nate Hill, Frank, Face, Brashix, Lucky, Seth, Said, Leno.
What's going on, guys? Jordan Fisher.
Say Nate Hill.
Nate Hill and Funk. We've got two remarkably gifted duos here, which is fantastic. Nate, you are a bit of a multi-hyphenate. We can relate on that level. What I don't understand is how you've managed to balance training for something as high pressure as this while balancing the rest of your work. What's that been like?
Mira quién está.
I'm kind of tournament. I've had absolutely no life except for training with Fortnite for the past 2-3 months. So I guess there is no balance in between the two. It's just been all in on Fortnite for this.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And then the two of you have been competing together for quite some time. Have your strategies kind of shifted while you've been training for this?
Yeah. I mean, we've gone over like routes and like strats and where teams are dropping. So we've been like studying everybody and seeing what our best like option is. So it definitely has changed since the qualifiers, and I feel confident in the finals.
Fantastic. Well, we're all very excited to see you guys do your work. It's going to be fantastic. Get up there and slay out.
Thank you so much there, Jordan. You can tell they're ready to play. They've been on the stage, and they're confident in their ability. Now, our next group has a number of players who you'll be seeing for the first time today, but you'll also be seeing tomorrow because they qualified for the solos competition. We'll kick it off with the Gambit boys, Flexi and Letwick, followed up with Crew and Chapix, Daedra and Miz of Gamers Origin, and then Nyrox and Aqua. Some of the best pairs coming out of Europe. The Gambit boys are known for being very aggressive, very pointed, and have fully qualified. So both of them playing not only together in the duos, but will be facing off in the solos competition. Crew qualified for solos as well. Chapix just barely missed it time.
Doctor, the Doctor, M11's Let's Wiki, Chapix.
Absolutely. And then Daedra and Miz as well. They played at ESO Katowice with Sap that you mentioned before. They played incredibly well out of the French community. So we'll be looking out for them, the Gamers Origin boys. And then Nyrox and Aqua. What more can you say about these guys? These guys have been on the rise, and a lot of people are starting to realize how good they are.
They are incredibly consistent in one of the toughest regions, averaging one of the best placements. And additionally, we will see Aqua tomorrow as well qualified in the solo competition. We have a chance to catch up with them right before they take the stage. Jordan, what do they have to say?
What's up? We've got Nyrox and Aqua here. Nyrox, you guys are both playing.
Chicos, buen día. Tengo en mi mano este iPhone 8 Plus de 64.
Hola, tengo este iPhone 7 de 32. Gold Rose que camina con mis uñas, sin golpes, con la batería 86, original, solamente con una rayita ahí. Hola, tengo este iPhone 7 de 32, Gold Rose que camina con mis uñas.
So that's exactly what you want to hear going into a duos competition, is your teammate having confidence, and he knows Aqua's already qualified for the solos. He's going to play there tomorrow, so we'll see that pair going forward. We're going to continue down on the floor with our next group. It's Cease and Elevate, Landjock, Punisher, Wishy DP, and Gustavox, and then Little and Jay. And then finally, Mega and Dubs, you can see on the left side of your screen right now.
And I just want to say right away, Cease and Elevate don't get enough credit. There's a post on the competitive subreddit about it. Cease, across all of the skirmishes at the beginning, was the most consistent eliminator above every other one of the
DJ Mega Dubs.
better players. Cease was above all of them, and he has dominated in the entire competition. He's also qualified for solos.
Yeah, and then Landjock and Punisher right after them. This is a duo that, again, also doesn't get enough credit, but hey, there's 50 of them here today. Landjock, one of the people that a lot of the community thinks has the best creative 1v1 skills in honestly, the pro community, so we'll see whether he can convert that today.
Punisher, Landjock, safe face Dubs.
It's going to go down to it.
And then Wishy and Gustavox executing pinch maneuvers incredibly well. If you isolate from your teammate for a second or come with one grid space, they will take advantage. And then Little and Jay, the original S2 boys coming out of NAS, who said, hey, we might be young, but we'll go against anyone. We don't care who it is, we'll push you, we'll take your wall, we'll take the high ground. We are going to beat you. And then talking about taking the walls, Paula.
Yeah, talking about taking the walls, Mega and Dubs are in this group too, and there's so much to say about them, but we're just gonna sit down and find out more about Dubs.
You guys know me as Dubs. And I'm 16 years old. What I love about dirt biking is the freedom you have. It's like using a rift late game, having freedom of going wherever you want. Time to get back to grind. Alright boys, I'm back. Let's run it. A day in a life with Dubs. First thing I do is wake up at 12, hop in the shower, get some food. What time are you gonna start gaming? Probably in like 10 minutes. And then I'll do some aim training. This is one of the maps that I do. It starts with like AR aim. I hop in creative, bring up my builds. And then scrim for the rest of the day. I was a skateboarder. I skateboarded every day. My brother, he taught me how to skateboard when I was young.
I guess he thought it was cool because I was doing it, and I would take him to all the different skate parks I would go to.
So I was 13 years old, skateboarding at Woodward Skate Camp, and the first day I was there, I ended up breaking my femur, which I then had to go get a cast. I was in the cast for about a year.
It was a long road back for Danny. He was stuck inside. I had to do something, so made him very comfortable and got him a good setup for gaming.
That's how I fell in love with gaming, because that's the only thing I could do.
I really never got him back on a skateboard after that, and he kind of found who he was. He really just blew up overnight.
If I hadn't broken my leg, I would not be where I'm at right now. I'm a professional Fortnite player.
Oh my, you fixed it up!
Wow. Solos is my strong point.
Okay, my heart's racing right now.
You can dominate by going for picks or playing for high ground. The first time I qualified for the World Cup, it was crazy. People were shocked at what I had just done.
He was not with an organization. They were thinking, who is this guy? He's got to be cheating. Nobody knows who he is. He was on a mission to prove them wrong.
Dubs said, look, I've qualified. I'm just going to come back and just flex on literally the entire region.
To prove them all wrong, I qualified 4 times for solos and once for duos and joined FaZe Clan.
Dubs, consistently good.
I play with so much confidence. I just love the game so much that I just want to put every minute into grinding. So I can be the best player I can be.
Oh, Dios.
I know it was stressful when it happened, but it has to be the biggest compliment that you are quite literally so good, averaging just inside 5th overall.
10 minutos quedan.
Community thinks you're cheating. That you are that much better, that everyone's there. There's no way, and you saw it there. Him and Mega had one of the most ridiculous performances, racking up close to 50 points in their last 2 matches to qualify. And I mean, it was nuts, but now time to get into the next one.
Yeah, let's go ahead forward. The First pair is XXM and Mende out of China. And then following them up is Airwax and Nikov, Hunter and Kinstar, Leneuf and Kinton, SSK7 and Jamside, and then finally Bolts and Parby on the right there.
And XXM and Men were the only Chinese team to qualify through the open track, and then Airwalks and Nikov, and then Hunter and Keenstar. The Solari brothers, the group qualifying all within the same week, and Airwalks taking his repeat Pro-Am title yesterday with RL Prime, saying it was easy claps, 12 points clear of the South Korean duo, and then Leneuf and Quinton just recently being signed to Navi, representing them on the stage, looking to make a name for themselves. And they
One of the duos I think a lot of people need to look out for, though, is SSK7 and Jamside, known for their aggressive style of play, always going for high ground earlier than most people, and then not giving it up. Nobody is going to be able to contest them off high ground. They get tons of eliminations because of it, but we'll see if that might bite them here today.
And you talk about insanely aggressive. Most people, you need to tag them and see shields broken, or maybe white damage swagger. Folks in Heartbeat, if you move and they see a pixel, they're going, they raise all kinds of chaos in NA East when playing in the Trios tournament, and now we're going to get a chance to talk to the aggressive Oceania duo down on the floor.
I've got Parby and Volks here, two of the most astonishing talents out of Oceania. You guys are coming all the way over from not only Australia, but New Zealand, facing some of the best talent, not only from your region, but from the rest of the world. We've seen that there are different play styles from kind of everywhere. We all know this, but going into this, how do you prepare? How does one prepare up against these play styles?
I just eat a fruit salad. Just have a shower, get some water, have a fruit salad, and just try to get hyped.
Love it, regardless of the region. That's great. Fruit salad. You can take care of NA East and in EU and everybody. Now, the most astonishing thing here is this record, this elim record of 102 that you guys had, single most elims in 1 week. I don't think anybody would expect for either of you guys to be super W key today because of what you're up against, but what is your strategy going into this?
Play slow and hopefully make it to endgame and just get high. That's basically it.
Beautiful. We're going to see it here very soon. We can't wait.
Disappointed that routine of 2 fruit salads in the morning isn't going to give them the confidence to continue what we know and love about them, the WE
que ha venido pisando fuerte. Bueno, caras serias, ¿eh?
No puede, no puede el culo. But they know when to play intelligently and play for height. Let's get into our next group against qualifiers from NA East and NA West. We have Tetra and Eclipse.
Estamos esperando aquí gente para entrar.
Sean and Aiden and
Estamos esperando.
now. Want to give a quick shout out to Eclipse in
Gente, mi personaje está nervioso, no sé qué le pasa. Hey, tranquilo, aquí estoy.
Phenomenal qualifying week, and then Ronaldo and Zip averaging some of the highest placements in the week they played. They popped off at TwitchCon, came out of nowhere. People like, who are you guys qualifying through in the first run, going to look to make a run at it here today?
And then what more can you say about Sean and Aiden? I mean, this is a duo that we've seen time and time again. A favorite out of NA West.
Go Aiden. Go Aiden.
Did amazing things. Them took part of our Pro-Am tourney yesterday.
Road, Rotia, Ronaldo, Sif, Eclipse, the trio.
Something different. Right, came on the scene,
que ha venido pisando fuerte. Bueno, caras serias, ¿eh?
and looks to punish people's mistakes at all points of the game. We talk about hyper-aggressive players. Really, you can't stop him from going. But the one person who does is Lucy, known for his calm decision-making, kind of turning off all emotions and just making the right decisions. They have a fantastic pair in chemistry, and I mean, I'm excited to hear what they had to say leading into the competition. It's going to be just absolutely amazing.
Fantastic. We've got Blue Tea and Rope consistently in the top 15 of the last year, Winter Royale qualifiers, the Scottish and top 5 in the Share the Love event. How are the two of you together going to work to secure this #1 spot today?
I'm just going to give this guy a bunch of call-outs, make sure he's safe and alive, and once we...
It's they have such great great teamwork, and they really look, they have distinct play styles for the base of the game, and if they can get moving, they might be able to challenge towards that top. Now on to the next group, because we're excited to keep the introductions.
Mira, miren esto. Está lleno de PC. Ahí está Magic.
Vamos a
Qué locura.
Some of these guys are incredibly skilled. Item and Derox with that ridiculous 41 elimination victory route during the semifinals, and they carried their overall performance into the Sunday.
Yeah, one of the only times we saw actually consistency from the semifinals carry over into the finals. But another team that actually started breaking through in the finals towards the end led them to qualify is Odlo, also a bad sniper. And I think something very interesting about this group, or this duo in particular, they're going to be contesting at Tilted Towers, and they are very proficient at doing so.
What's up, guys? This is 43.
Bad Sniper gets a sniper in his hands. Here's the joke. His name online is actually not Bad Sniper because he hits all of those shots. Will be looking to make them pay. Now, Forzier and Nord also another very aggressive pair, but kind of just like to chill out at times. They like find themselves on the edge, taking right. If they have an advantage, they go. We've seen them before as well.
Inferiores laterales de color negro con la tipografía. Este golpe came out the Tencent track, es lo que convierte a este GTI original en hosted out in China. So I think a lot of people didn't see those games and don't really know what these two are all about. Let's continue and find out more about them.
真行的话，非常亢奋吧，就可以跟各国的选手。如果想跟一个队来对抗的话，我更希望是跟芒果那队。
要对游戏的喜欢，对吧？然后对游戏的理解，
还要有一个梦想，想成为冠军的一种念头。毕竟职业就是要跟着冠军。
喜欢这款游戏，然后对游戏的理解程度，然后对自己的技术非常的自信。
心情就感觉跟做梦一样，但这一切都是靠自己努力得来的，就非常好。冠军等着我们。
So happy to see their level of excitement and to be here representing China through those Tencent track. It was amazing to watch them play and those games. A distinct different style, but also very built-in rifle-centric. Will be one of two Chinese teams representing. And now into our last section of qualifiers. These were the guys who ended up qualifying in the final week. The last chance to be there. It's Slacks and Keys, Calculator and Macwood, Zone and King. Epic Whale and 4DR Storm, and then Vinny and Zexro. And I mean, so many of these guys we can talk about right now, but the one I want to focus on, King and Zone, coming out of Argentina. They are ridiculously aggressive, know how to go full send, and I think people will be surprised. They're able to on a level where if they get rolling, it's going to be very hard to stop them.
It's one of the same situations as the kind of Chinese duo, at least at smaller extent. Because a lot of these guys don't know how they play, don't know how to respond when the play style that they haven't gone up against is shown. But one duo I want to talk about is Epic Whale and Storm, because this is one of the few fully qualified duos. We'll see both of them tomorrow, and what a way to do it, because they came together at the last second as well.
They came together in the final week knowing it was their last opportunity, and they wanted to be there. They wanted 2 seats on the stage in each of the competitions that really separated themselves. But speaking of somebody who separated themselves, Zexro and Vinny. Zexro, the original pioneer.
TCM Vinix y TCM Zexro. Storm, Epic Whale, Slake's case.
Him and Vinny broke everything, coming over not only
Calculator, Margaret, Zone y King. Zone y King van a terminar ganando. Están a otro nivel.
And let's see what Zexro and Vinny have to say.
We got Vinny and Zexro here. Very excited to see you guys. I know that a lot of people are thrilled and excited to see what you guys have planned for today. You both have been competing both very well in duos and solos over the course of the year. How do you think that the competition today is going to compare to the rest of the competitions that you have leading up to the scrims, whatever the case may be?
For sure, the competition is definitely going to be hard today. Probably the hardest competition yet.
but I'm very confident for us to succeed today. So
awesome. Well, we believe in you guys. Now, Zexro, you told us after qualifying for the last week of duos that you were suffering from some tendonitis. Preparing for a competition like this, especially at such a high caliber, there's got to be a lot of stress involved with that. How have you been physically preparing for today?
So basically, I didn't really play much, and then I was just barbecue and everything. I was just playing like qualifier days, take a lot of a leave, you know, and then it started going away at the end, and then qualifying.
Fantastic. Well, we're all really excited to see you guys. I know that a lot of people are, a lot of TSM fans here and all over the world. It's going to be a great day.
It happens. Proof that it's not all about just grinding and playing all the way through. You got to do your VOD review. You got to take care of your body, get those good stretches in. That's Zexro's story there. We'll see how they perform today. We've got one final group of duos to let on the floor. It's going to be Serpent and Hype, Wolfies and Rojo, Skype and Vato, Forwinds and Tux, Kluja and Thomas HT, and then finally Puz and Ming.
I mean, there's so many players in here. You can call out Serpent and Hype with the original. Can you translate it to Sunday? They won so many of those semifinals, and in the last week, we're able to do it. I got an opportunity to actually talk with Rojo in the practice room, and he says he's excited to be here, wants to play, wants to get on the stage, and knows he'll be able to enact their game plan. He wouldn't tell me what it was, and I wouldn't leak it anyway. So the stream duo, kind of a little bit of parity there between Vinny and Zexro. Skype battling a ton of wrist issues and then able to overcome it, and I got to speak with him as well, and he's like, I'm just happy. I'm glad I'm here, man, and there was a fantastic post he did about it.
Yeah, he had that Twit Longer where he basically went through how he lost his confidence because of his wrist issue and then gained it back because of the support of all you guys at home who supported Skype through his journey. The French community doing so as well. Moving on forward, Borwin and Tux, somebody I think is very interesting because they qualified and moved through the entire, they switched duos at the last second, so same thing.
And then you have Kluja, a player who qualified as well for the solo competition, and Thomas, his partner from Singularity. And the final duo, Puz and Ming, representing from South Korea. Unfortunately, there was an Asian team who was unable to make it. Puz and Ming having won in the Week 8 qualifier where there wasn't an additional spot. And on top of that, their consistent placements earned them that alternate spot coming out of the region. We had an opportunity to talk with them and have a package set up, and let's see what they had to say.
저는 밍이라고 하고 이제 아시아에서 진출하였습니다. 저는 퍼즈라고 하고 아시아에서 진출하였습니다. 가장 좋은 성적을 내서 대체 선수로 뽑혀서 왔더니 이제 아시아에서 듀오 한 팀이 진출을 못해서 저희가 이제 좋은 기회를 얻게 되어서 이렇게 진출하게 되었어요. 온라인에서 상금을 받으면서 같이 경쟁하는 게 마음에 들어요. 유럽 선수들과 게임하기 전에 이제 계속 어떻게 게임을 플레이할지 생각을 하고 하는 거죠. 그냥 연습을 최대한 시간에 맞게 활용을 하고 최대한 많이 노력을 하다 보면
I mean, I can only imagine what is going through their heads. First, taking the top spot in a week where there wasn't a qualification spot, and then having one of the most consistently best placements, then being chosen as an alternate, and finding out you're going to be competing, having a chance to represent Asia and South Korea here, and they are very good. They're known for playing aggressively, trying to find a side of a zone, box themselves up, and get some shots towards the side of the rotation. If they can get that position, don't expect them to not be dangerous, because they will make some waves, and that's the competition. Those are all the players. Those are the 100 best Fortnite players in the world, the 50 best duos, and now there's a duo in particular. We talked about it. The loudest duo when they're now.
Dale, querido, ya son las 2.
We have Mitro and Mongrel down on the floor. Jordan, what do they have to say?
We are all so excited to see these two play, and honestly, to hear their comms. It's one of my favorite things when I watch these guys play. Now, competing online and competing at a LAN is two very, very different things, obviously. What is the preparation like going into competing at a LAN together?
Competing at LAN is definitely different. Personally, I like it more just because I like the environment, but online is easier, but I don't know, I just like LAN more.
Fair. You can't beat the energy in a stadium like this. A lot of people are really excited and stoked to be here, and especially to see you guys play. We can't wait.
Thank you so much, Jordan. And now, just
Estamos viviendo que está bastante complicado. Les voy a enseñar un tip que
enough from us talking. The 50
viene re bien para zafar en vacaciones de invierno. Hay que agregar varitos. Esto lo vendés 100 o 150 pesitos en 11 y te salvas el día. Entonces, ante la situación económica en la que estamos viviendo, que está bastante complicado, les voy a enseñar un tip que viene re bien para zafar en vacaciones de invierno. Hay que agregar varitos. Esto lo vendés 100 o 150 pesitos en 11 y te salvas el día.
The pre-show is over. Enough from us up here. We'll be breaking down gameplay later. We're going to toss it on inside to kick the show off.
You know you time me up a wall the way you make good ball of master. Solo no se roben.
So free, it's ridiculous. And we just kind of watched like our names pop up on the screen. It was pretty surreal. It was a huge sigh of relief. All the hard work we did just finally paid off. We were kind of going nuts.
He finds the Loki, has to go forward though, confused the change in elevation. He finds the first shot, he finds the second, and he does! He left! He left! That is why he's a broken qualifier! This is it right here, the 1v1! Who is the other part of this? He takes damage to himself, and all of a sudden it's complete chaos. What a win! Victory
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Fortnite World Cup Finals live from my hometown, baby, New York City. Where you at? Where you at? That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. This is it, people. The moment that we've been waiting for. 10 weeks of competition leads to this. I'm your host, Golden Boy, and I couldn't be more pumped to be here because we're about to see the greatest Fortnite players in the world go up against each other in duos competition. Millions in prizing on the line, and most Stadium. Are you hyped? Are you ready? You know what? Maybe I can't do the job. I think this will do some justice. Players are gearing up and getting ready to go. You know that each and every one of you inside of this stadium, you're just pumped. You had your opportunity to go out to the festival. You've managed to meet up with your friends and enjoy some great times here in New York City. And obviously, our players are here to win a world championship. And the good news is we have two players standing by with Jordan Fisher who are looking like they can contend for the top of the mountain.
Thank you, GB. You are a handsome man. Now, I'm going to be super, super honest and very right now when I say that I've got two of my favorite people in the stadium right now that are competing together. Two of my favorite people to play with, two of my favorite people to watch and study with Sean and Aiden. Aiden, one of the most dominating controller players in the world. Sean, mouse and keyboard, one of the most mechanically skilled and gifted players in all of Fortnite.
Yeah, our synergy is great. Like you said, he's one of the best mechanical players. His tunnels are insane. Like, it's just insane watching him play. And just, you know, me being an aggressive player and having good aim, we really combo together well. I'm hoping we're going to do good.
1000%. Now, Sean, you both competed in the Pro-Am yesterday, which was a lot of fun. We all know that was a very sweaty lobby. But your thought process, your strategy going into today, tell me how that differs from yesterday and your performance there.
I think yesterday was like super fast-paced. They were going to go for endgame, play super slow, and so we can kill endgame.
Miren esto, me tienen muy regaladitos.
GB, what do you have for us?
Always a pleasure to hear from the Ghost duo. They're going to look to go to the top, and they very well might do that. Now, I asked you guys earlier, I said, are you ready? So I'm going to ask you again, New York City. Are you ready? Oh, no, I got to take the earpiece off. New York City, this is my hometown, and I know we can make some noise. So I'm going to ask you one more time. Are you ready? The Fortnite World Cup Finals start now. Let's send it over to your casters, Courage and Ninja. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. The Fortnite World Cup Finals live from New York City. Everything on the line here today. My name is Jack Courage Dunlop. Well, guess what? I'm joined by a surprise guest appearance, Tyler Ninja Blevins. I am so excited for today's action. Ninja, the emotion here is insane.
You have no idea, man. These guys have been playing for months, practicing, doing nothing but thinking, eating, sleeping, breathing Fortnite.
That's it, and it's all led to this. I know the nerves absolutely at an all-time high.
I'm nervous right now.
I'm just casting.
I'm not even playing.
Meanwhile, they're paying for $15 million, but it's not your normal Fortnite rules we're going to be playing today. Let's take a look at the format, catch everyone up to speed. I know a lot of new eyes will be on Fortnite competitive today. And Ninja, here's the format for points. So, this is duos. If you place in the top 15 duos in this game, they earn 3 points. Top 10, they earn 5 points. Top 5, they earn 7 points. And finally, the Victory Royale, they earn 10 points. Now, those points cannot stack, meaning in a game, you can only get a max of 10 placement points. Also, 1 point per elimination. So, finding that good balance between elims and placements will be very key. Here's the prize money breakdown at Ninja. You've been involved in competitive gaming for a long, long time. Have you ever seen anything like this?
This is life-changing.
Yeah,
You should go to
mind-blowing numbers right there. Again, everyone who made it this far, $50,000 in their pocket, but their eyes are on that top 10. They want to jump up that prize money ladder. Again, we are live right now from the Fortnite World Cup Finals. There are so many talented players here today from across the world. We want to hear your thoughts on Twitter. Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Really, anywhere you can use hashtags. I know we both have our predictions, though.
Absolutely.
You
want to go first?
No. You go first. Who for you is your standout that you're looking to see if they can take it home today?
Dude, man, I mean, I gotta give it up to Mongol and Nitro. I think they're gonna definitely close it out. They've been, I really am just super interested to see how they play. I've been watching a lot of their World Cups after they've already qualified. Hands down, one of the most aggressive duos throughout, the qualifications. But are they going to do that here? Are they going to go for placement, or are they going to still W key like they've always been doing?
That's typically been their gameplay of choice. There's a look again at Mongrel and Mitro, both qualifying from Europe. You see, last time they played and the week they qualified, their drop of choice was Loot Lake. So will that remain the same today? These early game battles, these fights for the different
Hunter, Mr. Savage.
So key. You go with a European duo. Yeah. I'm picking a European duo as well. Another young squad, Mr. Savage M and Benji Fishy. Dude, Mr. Savage M is cold-blooded. Anytime I met him, I'm scared of him. And they're absolutely insane, as you can see right here on your screen. We'll get those pictures fixed, don't worry. But either way, these guys are two absolute tanks. And Ninja, you
Ese no es Mr. Savage.
guys. You're absolutely one of the best players in the world, but it's almost like these guys are in a class of their own.
They are, man. I've competed against some of these guys in some other online tournaments as well, and literally watching Benji just slay out an entire lobby by himself in squads is just like art.
Man, Mr. Savage.
What these guys do, it's art, so enjoy.
I know Mr. Savage in a public match got like 40+ eliminations in Season 9, which is unheard of, all by himself, solo squads. There are so many ways you can watch, though, this weekend. I've been just looking at my phone already. I'm seeing a million+ of you guys tuning in. As you guys know, so many ways to watch. You've got Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, everywhere where there's live streams. Also, a new Fortnite.com/watch feature that you can go take a look at. You'll see some different individual feeds there that will be a crazy, unique way to watch Fortnite competitive for the first time. I know everyone at home looking forward to seeing their top players perform. This place now, Ninja, is insane. This is one of the most ridiculous arenas I think I've ever seen for an esports event, and I know people flooding on in from the outside. I just can't wait to get it started.
Dude, this is literally what I've been waiting for for like 3-4 months. The best of the best, all in the same lobby. All right, in the qualifying matches on Sunday, you're playing against, in a lobby, maybe like 4 or 5 of the teams who are actually here right now, but now this is going to be all of them in the same lobby. Every single battle is going to be the best players in the world fighting against one another. I'm excited to watch the early game when they're landing in their spots. I'm excited to watch the mid game during the rotations. I'm going to be taking notes, and you guys should too.
Yeah. Also, other things that note to take to bring up. We're going to be playing on siphon settings here, increased material farming. You want to explain for everyone at home exactly how that all works?
I'd absolutely love to. So, unlike normal matches, when you get an elimination, all right, you're going to be granted with 50 health or 50 shield, depending on what you're missing. And that's also going to give you 1 point as well. They also drop 50 mats of each, wood, brick, and metal. So, eliminations are definitely going to pay off early game as you guys can stack up those materials.
Yep, and remember, that is when you get a full elimination, not when you knock down an opponent.
Correct.
So, if I knock a player, you'll see in this, a lot more times teams will immediately try to finish that elimination, get the help, go pick up the materials, maybe secure some extra loot. There's a look at the lobby screen, and Ninja, I was laughing with you earlier when the players were warming up earlier today because they got some warm-up games in. Obviously, for many of them, it's their first time in a major LAN event. They wound up going through and they were just sitting at the spawn island like they were right now. I mean, look at the build battles happening on spawn island. They're all editing, they're all aiming. None of them are just sitting still. The nerves running through them, insane. The average age in today's tournament, 16 years old. Some of these guys are going to walk away with $1 million+ this weekend. At 16, what would you have spent your money on? I don't even want to know. Why not even ask that? Probably
16, man? Just a bunch of candy and energy drinks, man. I didn't really.
So basically the same as today.
Exactly. Nothing really would change. Nothing's changed.
No, it's so much fun, man. Again, people flowing on into the venue. Looking at these duos, looking at these contested areas, right? Loot Lake has been a very hot topic. Yeah. Aiden has been landing there throughout all qualifiers. You see, Mongrel and Mitro. I've been hearing some notes about, Tilted Towers and or Neo Tilted, as it's now called, of where they're going to go. In your opinion, right now you play 6 games. Yep. You know how detrimental it could be to your mental state if you have one where you kind of drop right off spawn and get taken out. Yeah. What is your game plan here? Are you going for it? You don't care how many people land there? You just go and play your game?
No,
or
I think
you shy away? What do you do?
Oh, man, these guys have been practicing. They know. They know that they're going to be contested. Yeah. They know that, and they're not, if they're, intelligent players, they're going to play exactly how they've been practicing the last 10 World Cup qualifiers. They're going to go exactly where they go. They're going to push where they're going to push, and, they're not going to care who it's going to be. Now, me, honestly, I'd like to say that that's how I play, but dude, in a situation like this, I think that if I saw someone contesting my drop, I'd definitely defer and try to go somewhere else. Yeah. But, you have one bad game, getting over that, that's going to be a huge mental obstacle, right? You get knocked first, that's going to be something that you're going to be thinking about it in the second game, the third game. Oh my gosh, should we change our landing spots? And then And if you're thinking like that, it's over.
Yeah, and I keep seeing you look down. You're like eagerly wanting to talk about this map. We have what the first map is going to be in front of us. But again, guys, there's so many exciting things going on in the world of Fortnite right now. One of the new limited time modes that is actually going on. Prop Hunt, we watched a little bit of it yesterday, but again, made by Stray Kite. It's a fun little, you know, hide and go seek game almost, Ninja.
Prop Hunt is the greatest thing that Fortnite has created from creative. It is amazing. It is hilarious. I mean, we were literally getting like angry and like, but also just laughing hysterically right when we're about to, you know, make it into the incinerator and get our points. It's just so fun. I mean, you could be a toilet. You know, you want to be anything. You want to be a pink flamingo, a bus. Go for it. Go for it. Just go for it.
Yeah, we've had some fun games of Prop Hunt that we played. But again, right now, live in the gameplay for free, Prop Hunt. A little bit different than the competitive settings. Obviously, Arena, it's been talked about, Ninja. This is the most played in qualifier for a tournament ever in the history of gaming. 40 million competitors, down to the top 200. To be exact, 178 because of the double qualified players.
Right.
And that is, you can't even put in like your head just how insane those numbers are.
I think it's just important to show and let everyone know that, and just Epic continues to change the game. Making these qualifiers online, it just allowed so many of these kids to be here today because they've been able to play it, you know, from the comfort and safety of their home instead of traveling across the world just to qualify.
Yeah.
So I think this is one of the first times we've seen something like this, a qualifying like this. And dude, I'm just excited to watch these kids dominate the next freaking 4 hours, 6 hours. I'm ready to stay here all night.
Hey, I'm down to stay here all night. I have no problem with that. I'm sure the Arena is as well. When you talk about LAN events, right, you have so much competitive experience. You've been to so many across different games and genres. The one thing that stands out to me, though, it will never feel the exact same as it does as playing at home. So for these guys, what are some tips that you can share, you think that they should kind of take into account as they're playing, maybe on LAN for the first time?
We'll do what I always tell people when they're saying, you know, hey, Ninja, I'm going to a tournament, any advice, right? You know, it's to do exactly what you do at home, right? If you wear socks and, you know, no shoes at home, that's what you're going to do. If you don't wear any socks at all or you wear sandals, you wear that. If you wear nothing but sweats and PJs when you're gaming and practicing, that's exactly what you should be wearing right now when you're competing, right?
Yep. Don't
try to change anything up. Drink what you normally drink before the games, water, energy drinks, whatever the case may be, or, you know, eat what you're going to eat. Do not change anything up. It's very important to get that mental state of what you do and how you've been practicing the entire time at home.
I've even heard of stuff as far as like don't change your sleep schedule absolutely for this. Like literally take it like it normally is now. Again, we talk about how there's $30 million on the line of the Fortnite World Cup Finals across today and tomorrow, but there's already $3 million in prize money given away this weekend. That happened yesterday at the Creative World Cup Finals. Let's take a look.
Plays, and we're here in the player lounge right now, joined by the winners of the Creative World Cup. First of all, congratulations. Now, Scissors, how does it feel now to solidify that title?
It's kind of awesome considering I love creative mode. It's thriving, it's awesome, I love it.
Now, Tyler, did you ever believe that you guys would secure the position here today?
Yeah, I always knew we had it in the bag. You know, we're the week 1 qualifiers. We're the most stacked team. There was no competition. Just when the last map was a death run, I knew we had that in the bag. We got some good players here. I knew Zan would clutch up, and he did just that.
You could tell he lifted the finger. He said, we need 1 coin. Just grab this coin right down here. If he can do this without being eliminated.
Here it is. The win. Oh, he missed it, but gets it with the trap trigger.
You realize that one jump won this group here an extra $1 million. It's unreal.
If you want to practice for dev runs, you need to like do it slow. Don't go in blindly, like try and like change everything you do every time you fail.
Suzu, can you see yourself doing even more with creative? I mean, the success of today, will you continue to go and play creative maps?
I think I would definitely stay consistent with creative because I feel like there's a lot of potential in creative still. And yeah, definitely this is my thing.
But I want to go down the line and see what each of you guys plan on doing with that prize.
I would probably end up like saving most of the money, maybe like some investments.
He's 18 and he just won $336,000. What are you going to do with the prize?
Rent? Yeah, I think rent. I'm going to be responsible. I'm going to save my money.
I am going to be responsible and probably just invest most of it and try and get even more money back.
All right, guys, congratulations again. Absolutely outstanding job. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I cannot wait to see what the future of Creative Fortnite looks like.
the Creative World Cup Finals. So much fun yesterday. Again, congratulations to Scissors and his team. $1.3 million won. I'm going to address the elephant in the room. It's not just the Tabman. You didn't win that, Tyler. That's correct. Exactly happened.
No, we got fourth place, but you know, the crew that I picked out, man, Cal, Taco, Kaz, just a good bunch of kids, man. I mean, I think, and I also got to meet a lot of the creators, the ones who developed a lot of the maps, and just a lot of passion from these guys, man. And you know, I was really happy that I was able to, not even me, together as a unit, we pulled in, you know, 300 or 295,000 for the team. I mean, little whips, man. You know, we were just killing it, little ice creams. But that event was so incredible. And just another thing that kind of came out of nowhere again, that Epic changed the game with creative. You know what I mean? It kind of popped up out of nowhere. All these people, so many people, there were hundreds of people here because of creative.
Yeah. And again, I know I talked to Scissors about it too. He can't believe just how far it's gone from his original runs he made to now. It kind of inspired one of the maps yesterday for you. What was your favorite? Was it kind of the prop hunt mode? Was it the run?
Junkyard Juke, bro.
Okay.
Hands down, Junkyard Juke is the most fun game I've ever played. I mean, you're going to go with a crew of like 32 people. You muster up a crew of 32 people. Like, I want that to be a playlist where I can just go and play Junkyard Juke, and it just fills in 32 people. It's so much fun, man.
I'm with that. What about, should we get the whole squad together or not?
Yeah, well, we totally should. We should get a massive content creation squad and just go into that. It'd be the most funny thing in the world. I mean, there's nothing greater when you're a little teddy bear and you're just walking around, like, trying to make it in. It's amazing, man.
It's all fun and games here. Obviously, the theme of this weekend. Things going on outside of the fan festival. There's also the Battle Pass redemption. Everyone here has got tickets, has the commemorative tickets. So many things to look back on and remember these moments. For a lot of people here, whether they're players or the individuals and fans who traveled, it's their first time in New York City, such a legendary, iconic place to have this major event. You see again the crowd continuing to fill on in, just getting some final things set up for the game so we can get it all launched for you. But trust me, we're all eagerly awaiting the start as well. So many organizations represented throughout the weekend, and I have just received the word that we want, Ninja. The game is ready to go.
I'm ready. The first Vic Roy, man. Who's it going to be, guys? All right, I want you guys to scream out your favorite duos right now, man. Let's make some noise.
Who do you think's going to win today? Scream it. I want to hear. Oh, it's gibberish. None of it makes sense.
I think I hear Mongrel, Nitro.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fortnite World Cup Finals duo competition begins right now.
This is going to be intense. I mean, there's nothing more, honestly, nerve-wracking than the initial launch. Off the bus, man. You're flying. Someone's going to die. Someone's going to be eliminated. Who's going to be the first one?
Yep.
You don't want to be the first one knocked out in the World Cup. You know, I mean, literally, I knocked him like, you know, it was the first game in the Pro-Am, and that was just amazing. You can't live that down. I don't want to be the first person knocking this.
No, for sure. As now we immediately hop on board with my pick to dominate today, Benji Fishy and Mr. Savage, and they're heading right towards Happy Hamlet, a place they've called home so many times, and this is contested.
It's already contested.
You're flying on into here, Ninja. The early game's so key, and already Benji Fishy trying to put shots down range with that revolver, but area is contested. You see they're kind of split from each other right now. What are their comms like in this exact moment?
I mean, I think right now they're just going to be trying to hear exactly where these guys are, footsteps, any type of information they can pass off to one another is going to be very important. They've been practicing this landing. I'm pretty sure I've watched these guys play literally every week because they're from the U, so they were 4 NA qualifiers. And yeah, this is exactly where they normally land. Savage and Benji, they don't always land on top of one another. And you're honestly at a disadvantage if you do land in the same house because you're going to be getting less shields of one another, right? Less chances of getting shotguns and things like that. And I'm just interested to see how they're going to play this out. Are they going to be aggressive? Are they going to back down?
Well, we just saw the first zone has been revealed. It is a northern side zone, so anyone in Happy Hamlet not safe. Full Peak, Frosty Flights, Paradise Palms, Lucky Landing, all not safe. So we continue to keep an eye on this fight. 98 players remaining right now in this game.
Mr. Savage está ahí con Benji Fishy, Forward, Langot, Strikes, Punisher, se murieron Langot y Punisher.
Looks like Landjock and Punisher go out very, very early in this first game to Tetra.
Right now you can already see it. You've got only 100 matches left. That's 10 builds. These early game fights are always so detrimental. You have to be very, very, very particular with how many mats you're going to use when you're trying to ramp rush somebody, because if you make it there and they shoot you out and you have no mats, I mean, you're left with literally nothing to protect yourself with.
And look at the advantage that you now have. Tetra hasn't had any shields, but because 2 eliminations come on through, he gets both. That's 50 shield per elim, putting him at max HP, and now he can completely change how he takes this fight. It's not like the normal games where you're still stuck at 100 health and you might second guess what you want to do. You might play a little more passively. No, because of those early elims, they now have Dusty Divot to themselves. They pushed out the Asian duo, pushing towards that top Dusty Divot side of XXM and Mend, and now they're sitting pretty. Divot all to themselves. They've got metal galore here, as well as wood. The one material that really be lacking is going to be stone.
Yeah, definitely going to be lacking stone. They can get a 500 metal, which is going to be their most valuable asset here, landing in Dusty. What I'm just interested to see is, they have no rotation items when you're looking over there, so hopefully they find something that's going to help them rotate later. There are no balls that spawn in Dusty, so no ballers. It's going to be very difficult to make it to the late game if you guys don't have some sort of crazy rotation. Shadow bombs, anything like that.
Here's another fight going on towards Fatal Fields, and with how little materials there are, you got to think these players down low who are already just on light HP are in a tough spot, and there it is. Scarlet and his duo, Bell, get the quick elimination onto Brush. And that's going to push back Brush's duo into Fatal Fields and try to hide for a brief moment. Another rough start right there. So much stone in Fatal Fields. I feel like Fatal Fields is a underrated landing spot.
I think you can get everything at Fatal Fields. You definitely get wood and brick very quickly, and then there's definitely some metal that you can gather around. There's a bunch of cars and things like that. Some tractors there in the sticks. But listen, man, I'm really curious as to why they're not pushing Sizz.
Well, it's kind of a double-edged sword too, because yes, Sizz is by himself, but we've all experienced how easily you can hide in that brush there in the cornfields. And Sizz Lucky, these top players who land Fatal Fields know how to actually navigate the loop in the corn without breaking the corn. So
I need to break the corn every time.
Right, same. I'm not good enough to know, but there's a certain path you can go on, and Sizz Lucky will actually be able to go back and pick up Rush's cards. So this is key.
You think you should go
Reboot
for it?
Vans, remember, when you get brought back, you only had 100 HP and a common pistol. That will bring a lot of attention over. If you are Scarlet and Bell, will you sprint back over that fight? I think so. Now across the map, though, an engagement going out between KBB, Yuang, and their duo up against Vinny and Zexro, and there's the knock right there, Ninja.
Drum shotgun's very powerful. It's definitely underrated. You can get inside somebody's one-by-one right there. I mean, there's another knock with the drum shotgun, just absolutely wreaking havoc. Yuang trying to take this wall. I think his teammate is not going to be able to stay alive, so it's going to be Zex and Yu. He's got the shield advantage. All he has to do is play this patient. I'm going to be pretty sure that these guys don't have that many materials, so just needs to spray it out and hopefully find a chance to take it down, but he's healing up.
Yeah, Zexro has minis as well as big shields, so we'll be able to get back the full shield, and Yuang now in a tough spot. Do I try to go?
Zex definitely can interrupt this now. He took too long to start home with the res, but it looks like he's just going to be going for the reloads, taking his time, and he might be dipping out, maybe trying to. He's definitely staying aggressive, but he's going to get the revive off, and now it's a 2-on-1 again.
Zexro staying confident, though. Knowing right now still at over 150 HP, the teammate has to be at 30 health. The wall comes through, trying to spray it, and it's not going to happen, and you see Zexro right there, hands right to his head. Some solid damage done, but Yuang dropped down to 59 HP, but with that elimination, we'll bump back up to over 100. Very, very close right there, Ninja, with the drum shotgun.
Very important is checking out the storm right now. A lot of these players, there's a lot. You guys can't see the screen. There are plenty of people who are outside. They're going to have to start their rotations in. And this is actually where a lot of very talented players with their aim can clean up a lot of kills. This is actually my teammate and I's reverse. Our strategy was to try to get in those spots where you could beam people who are going to be flying throughout the sky using a lot of slipstreams and just taking advantage of, your incredible accuracy.
A little update, too, on Sizz Lucky. They did get the reboot in Fatal, so they're both back in play. Look at how slow this lobby is going, folks. 92 players left, and a definite fan favorite here. Nate Hill and Funk of FaZe Clan currently set on up near Lazy Lagoon. And Ninja, this is your landing spot that you went to with your duo reverse. What are maybe some little tips and tricks for players that would like to land here?
All right, so there's still on the boat, on the ship, every single one of the masts is like worth 200 wood. So you definitely want to go for those. You can easily get max wood in arena in probably less than 10 seconds. And also there are some metal anchors in town that you can get for about 300 metal, which is, like the most valuable material that you can get. I mean, I'm just 91 players. I mean, have we talked about Storm Surge? I mean,
we haven't yet. I was going to let that be a bridge when we cross it, but
because 91 people left, I mean, how soon is it going to be?
We're going to have Storm Surge in every game.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be like, this is going to be nuts. You guys don't know what Storm Surge is. Basically, the people of the team team that has done the least amount of damage is going to start taking damage until they get above the damage threshold.
Yes, and it tells the players on their screen what the damage threshold is. If you're used to playing at home, you probably have never experienced Storm Surge in a normal game, but it is very common in competitive because everyone wants to last until late game, earn those extra points, and wind up getting those placement points to come on through. Watching Letwick and Flexi right now, it's so scrappy, Ninja. It's not your normal game where you get to loot up and freely grab everything you want. Here, I mean, look at the inventory. A common heavy assault rifle, 2 heavy bullets.
Yeah, I mean, people are not going to be able to loot. They're not going to be able to loot normally. I mean, you have every single spot is definitely going to be contested or have talented players who are surrounding you. You got to be constantly worried about getting sniped from the side. All it takes is 2 seconds of being caught off guard, and you can get dinged twice with an infantry rifle, and boom, there goes 160 health, man, just like that.
89 players left now in the lobby as Twiz and Cover H, the duo, do get cut down. 45 duos remaining. The second zone has just been revealed, and again, Storm Surge will begin after that. I absolutely think it's going to happen. That will be for 70-plus players. So keep that in mind as this goes on. Players who haven't really done any damage will know that they're going to be at a point where their hand is kind of got to be forced. They're going to have to put on a little bit of aggression. You're going to see the game pick up just a little bit here. There's Snappy and Red Rush already in the next zone. They're more than happy to just farm up this metal structure and claim it as their own.
They're actually very centralized as well.
Yep.
I mean, a really great strategy that you're going to see a lot of people going to be using throughout this weekend in solos and in duos is to just try to get in the dead center of the second zone and honestly just kind of pray that the circle is going to continue to rotate in your favor. I mean, I'm still looking at a lot of these guys' inventories. One guy just gets knocked in front of him. Like going to try to save his team. It's not going to happen. But there's not a lot of rotation items. I haven't seen a lot of shockwave grenades. I haven't seen a lot of shadow bombs. I don't see any launch pads in anyone's inventory.
Yeah.
It's going to be such a, like, the rotations late game are going to be nuts. People are going to get lasered out of the sky.
And Letwick now all by himself in a 1 versus 2 as his teammate did go down. You see Parpy and Volks still quite healthy between the two of them. Over 140 HP for both of them. Parpy still playing the slow ground, trying to spray out the opponent. And look at the material count for Volks. 135 total builds. It does look like Letwick just kind of ran away, but I don't believe Letwick was able to grab his teammates' reboot card. So will basically be by himself the rest of this game.
You know, it's going to be almost impossible to perform alone when your teammate is knocked. And there's the Storm Surge warning. These guys are 106 above it. You guys can see that, which means that there's somebody who has 106 damage less than them. The threshold that they are going to need to hit some people, deal some damage. And that's actually the beauty of Storm Surge, right? You don't necessarily only want people kind of just lingering around in their one-by-ones, praying that the circle moves to them. You're gonna see some fights that are gonna be forced to break out because players need to get above that, or they're gonna die. They're not gonna be able to make it.
Now moving towards the Dusty Divot Diner. You see Clicks and Skeptic. Yeah, the very young duo from NA East, and you just said yourself, I didn't even know you could farm this.
Didn't even know you could get down there.
This is the beauty of it, right? These are the top players in the world showing off the little things that they know that really no one else can pick up on. Many teams already stacking here as there's so many materials to be farmed up. And for a lot of players, Ninja, once they get maxed, they don't just stop there. They keep farming to have an excess for more if they need to expend a lot of materials quickly. Yes. On the bottom right of your screen, you see a fight going down in Salty Springs. A lot of grenades being thrown right there. That's going to be Serpent and Hype.
Serpent and Hype in a pretty decent spot. Yeah. You guys can look up the mini-map that we're staring at. Every single team is now in the safe zone. Everyone is safe in the next circle. It is moving in. And double heavy sniper is in play. For those of you guys who do not know, a heavy sniper will take out a metal wall. It'll take out pretty much anything. It does 1,500 damage to structures. So if you have 2 teammates who have double heavy snipers, they can see a team line up a shot of somebody hiding in a 1-by-1 and be able to take them out.
And that changes the game completely. Once you hear double heavy, you can no longer sit still ever. Or if you know where they're at, you have to make sure you have at least 2 walls of cover on that side to protect you from the inevitable double snipe. And when we say double snipe, it's as far as 1, 2, 3, shoot. And they both fire at the same time and catch you off guard.
There's absolutely 0 time to react. And one thing you guys that we've talked about are the rotation items. We got 6 shadows from this guy, and they have a baller, so they're sitting pretty. I think these guys are in a great spot.
Absolutely. And you see the zone did just update towards the northern side of this current storm. Storm Surge is now in play, so players beginning to drop. 80 players in total in this game. They will just rotate out of here. Hype and Serpent don't want the fight. And that's Jay now quite weak. with Storm Surge beginning to tick in. Quentin and Lanouf now having to push a fight as Storm Surge is affecting them as well. And you see it just kind of smites them down from the heavens, and there they go, getting dropped by Storm Surge. Unfortunate for them, but again, with not enough damage done, they do fall below that threshold.
Jeez, man, Storm Surge really does just force people into some pretty tricky situations, but again, man, it just goes to show a lot of aggressiveness is going to pay off for teams, man. You don't want to be put in that situation where, you know, you have to desperate and push. Maybe a duo that's better than you in combat, you know what I mean? And Airwax and Nikov just...
That's a replay.
Was that a replay? They just went down.
Airwax and Nikov are winners. Well, Airwax at least are back-to-back winner of the Pro-Am. Does go down. Airwax double qualified as well. Tough first game for them as they do go out quite early on. 71 players left in this game, 38 duos. Again, it's a slow crawl as everyone begins to drop. Have you ever seen anything like this in competitive?
No, I think that the only time that we saw numbers like this were when the circles they didn't really chunk that much and they were more centralized in the beginning of competitive. So really no one had to rotate that much and no one had to fight. So now that these circles are really just kind of moving around the map, you can't really predict them. I mean, you're getting these players who have, again, the great aim, and they're just beaming people who are focusing on trying to rotate in the circle. Now look, so many people coming from the south right now, and it's just free kills if you guys are in a top position with solid aim, man. You're going to Texture right now, already getting beamed. He's spamming the spacebar, trying to make it as difficult as possible to hit. He sees a lot of, look at already trying to figure out right now, where's he going to land? Look at all these people who are already boxed up. They're already creating these tunnels. More shots coming down. And he's going to be able to make it. 8 grenades. So that could be, I mean, if he can get in a position where some players are already getting focused on the outside, 8 grenades, he might be able to clean up those kills too.
Yep, that's right there. They do box up in time. Did take some shield damage, but thankfully
Hit the
they have
tone.
some minis to replenish that. Just a few brief moments as there's Eclipse now using them. He's got his teammate right next door as well. Medkit, so they're going to pop that too. Every little bit of HP matters. Saving the campfire for the late game, it appears.
Ronaldo save the campfire.
In the elimination feed right there. Here's a look at Mongrel earlier with his duo Mitro. They're set up currently in this zone. 68 players left.
Love watching this guy play, man. I'm serious. I mean, here's, you just check his inventory. Only got 2 guns right now, which is inventory rifle and a combat shotgun, so he has no spray guns. All right, spray guns are, you know, anything to an SMG, tactical assault rifle, SCAR, anything like that. You know, you've got to have a gun that can shoot pretty quickly to kill players and hit players through their 1-bys. You know, very difficult. Look at that healing too, though. Yeah. 5 slurps, 2 slurps, 5 chug splashes.
They already have a slurp ticking. This is insane.
Close to the zone as well. They don't have to move too far.
Yep, and material-wise, look at that, 135 total builds. They're in a fantastic position to make some noise in game number 1. We'll definitely keep up to date with them. The slipstream slowly inching towards where it begins to shut down Ninja, but with so many slipstreams still available in this current zone, a lot of players are going to use that to rotate on in freely without using launch pads or the shadow bombs. There's your whole map right there. The eastern side of the zone. None of these players really going to be into play. They're going to have to inch a little bit more towards Loot Lake if they want to be safe.
Some of the best, I mean, look at, these are the best players in the world, and look how close they are to one another, man. I'm so excited when they actually have to force into these fights. The Storm's going to start pushing them.
Vamos, están los dos vivos.
I just can't, man.
Sony King. Vamos.
Man, these players are so talented. It's going to be so hard to spray through their walls and act.
Into as it seemed like the lobby began to focus him right there. His duo still alive
with good rotation, luckily.
Definitely has a bunch to, you know, to be able to play with. The next Storm Surge has begun to kick on in. Mitro, 12 damage below, will have to begin to put shots down range. The zone pushing as well. So in this position, with the zone at their back, Mitro's goal, spray at players who have to push from the zone. They have one way they can go. They can't afford to take storm damage. They've got to push right out of it. Mitro knows that. Now begins the fire. Dubs just below as well. One of the players who qualified multiple times through solos and then once in duos.
They also have some great rotation. 2 ballers still intact. And here's the thing that you just mentioned, all these players who are going to be rotating in, being forced to rotate in. Everyone knows that.
Very little ammo, though. Look, these are the last 9 assault rifle shots in Dubs' inventory. It is getting scrappy, folks. And there's the split. Still, though, only 80, meaning combined between the two, they really only have about 150 shots to work with. The zone still pushing. 61 players left. Reminder, folks, this is game number 1 of 6 today in the duos competition. Dubs does go down as a player got that back wall and he wasn't quite ready for it. Mega frantically backing on up, trying to create some space. Will he be able to
He's going to be able to pop that slurp. He's got
the storm surge on.
Trying to be aggressive. Oh, he's still below, right? He's going to need to be aggressive. He won't even have time to revive his teammate. His teammate got finished, actually, so he's got all the shields in the world. He can get back up to full health. Storm Surge is still ripping him apart. That slurp is barely keeping him alive.
Hitting him for 25 damage every time it winds up ticking. There it is again, dropping on in. Mega's hand is forced. Some big damage right there, still below. As players are continuing to drop all around, but Mega doing a solid job of keeping himself alive right now through the Storm Surge. Fantastic composure again, one of the young players on this stage looking to try to secure the title of Fortnite World Champion. No more dubs. The duo still
okay,
down.
So now finally above. Finally above, and guess what? The most important thing to realize, guys, look at that rotation. Yes, he's alone. Yes, his teammate's down. But he has an incredible kit to not only make it to late game, but maybe even clutch this win out. He dropped the shotgun. Okay, there you go. Got the combat shotgun, one of the greatest shotguns to have late game. Does incredible damage, long range and close range. And all the guys, the circle just rotated now into the storm. Massive amounts of distance needs to be covered.
This storm surge is insane. It's still going on.
Finally taken out. 52 players left. And this is where things are about to get serious, guys.
Thomas drops some ammo right there for his teammate, Inclusia, and you see Thomas, that epic infantry rifle, one of your favorite weapons, Ninja. What is so good about that assault rifle?
It 100% rewards pinpoint accurate players, right? There's no bloom necessary. Your marker, your aim is right on their head, boom. You're gonna get that headshot. You're gonna get 80 points of damage. And there's now the upgraded versions, the Legendary and the Epic, have 10 shots instead of 8. So, I mean, it just packs a punch, man. It can really catch players off guard, and that's exactly what you're going to need when you're playing against these top players who will literally build and protect themselves when they get shot.
Folks, there are 45 players left in this very, very small zone. We are now on our 6th storm. You see it's about to begin to move, and players will frantically have to go across the map. Zayt and Saf right now discussing exactly what they should drop, pulling up their map, looking exactly where they have to go. 44 left in this one.
We already got people using shockwave grenades, guys. This is a very far rotation for the second movement circle, so this is actually going to move very quickly. These people are going to potentially get stuck on because there's so much frequent building. It's going to be nuts. And who's going to try to take the high ground? Because after this first circle goes, this is where people start to only try to use the high ground.
We know high ground is everything in competitive Fortnite late game. Everyone frantically moving away from the common enemy of everyone, which is that storm circle. Macwood taking zone damage. Daedra as well. King slowly bouncing on through with the shadow bomb, and does land.
Storm?
Yes, but taking no storm damage, just playing right on the edge of it. Yeah, right on the edge of the zone right now. Will just stay boxed up for a brief moment. As now there's 36 players remaining, stomping the elimination feed. Arkram now goes down as well. You can see the elimination feed on the top left to keep track of your favorite players. There's so much is going on. This is what tunneling is. When you hear players tunneling, this is it right here. You move with the zone, you tunnel your way in, give yourself cover, but not a lot of materials left. Only 22 builds, and this zone is stacked. But look who's on the high ground. It's Mr. Savage and Benji Fishing.
That would be your 2 picks, so good for you. All right, I have to owe you a bet there, man. That, all right. Mongrel, unfortunately, do still end with Nitro's still alive. I mean, listen, people are dying left and right, being eliminated. More Savage just used another shotgun grenade. He already had high ground, though. The question is, are people going to try to take it? You know that if you really want the chance to win this, you're going to have to try to take the high ground off him or have a rocket launcher to just take him out of it.
He's just so weakened. Mr. Savage just looks up and beams the player out of the air. It's all Benji, Fishy, and Mr. Savage in the elimination feed right now. 24 players left in this one. But 20 duos. There's almost no duos remaining, Ninja.
Right, this is all solos, and this is kind of what's going to happen, man.
Mr. Savage goes down.
It's up to Benji, and listen, Benji's been in this position before. We know he can handle it. Nitro's still in the game as well. I just saw him. He looks incredibly healthy, but now taking some storm damage. Benji's just going to try it. Look at the materials. Not a lot left. They're only using their shadows. I think he has 1 build left.
Yep.
That's it. That's all he has.
He's got 10 total builds.
10 total builds.
He's just trying to outlast as many players as possible. Remember these placement points. We've made it into our top 10 duos. Now into our top 8. Zayt and Saf now. Zayt and Saf now on the high ground.
This game.
One of the few, the only duo left. This has a Zayt and Saf win written all over it. Mitro, Mongrel's duo. was all by himself and very early on. Still alive in this one. 40R Storm now getting beamed. Can the North American duo of Zate and Sap close this out? Raining down fire from up top. You see the frantic builds coming in. Benji Fishy goes down. Mega, Mitro, and Scarlet on the low ground. Shots still coming on in. Zate and Sap just sitting pretty.
Nitro just got a double, I think. 5 limbs.
Tries to get it done. Not enough. Zate and Sap, 2 versus 1. Will they take game number 1? Yes, they will.
Zate and Sap had the high ground and they used it the entire game. Rain fire from
Taking King Zone.
5 limbs plus 10 placement points. That's going to be 15 points. Game 1.
Talk about a monster game number 1. You saw the immediate reaction. They know how key that was. And I've watched so many games of competitive Fortnite, Ninja. They were the only duo left with still like 18 players remaining. When they get the high ground like that, they send 1 player down to get close. Scarlet was already weak, and there's just no shot. In the end, the veteran players of Zate and Sap take game number 1. And you know, Ninja, that was a big topic of conversation. Players with LAN experience, players who've been around the Fortnite competitive scene at these major events for a long time. Will they let the nerves get to them? Guess what? The answer is no. Zate and Sap take game number 1.
Kept their composure. It was absolutely incredible to watch, man. And seriously, these guys have been absolutely dominant in the qualifiers online. And it's only fair that they continue to show their dominance here at the actual World Cup stage.
Brilliant performance. You know that their game plan is always last as long as possible.
Absolutely.
But the fact that they made it through those storm surges, even with them not getting very aggressive, they had 0 limbs down to those final 3 moments. Mr. Savage and Benji Fishy, we have to talk about them for a second as well. The European young duo, they were on the high ground. It was looking good, Ninja, but so many players focusing them, the shockwave grenades as well, and they had no healing left.
It's unfortunate, man. You have a group full of these players who are literally the best in the world. They know exactly how to win, right? So if they don't have the high ground, they know that whenever there is a moment, that they have to shoot the high ground out with rockets, shockwave grenades. I think that's actually what happened. It's shockwaved up and knocked them off the high ground.
Yep.
But when you have shield like Zate, napped it at the end there, and that high ground, I mean, it's over, man.
What a sigh of relief.
Incredible first game. And we're only just getting started.
We're only just getting started. Remember, 6 games being played today in the duos competition, in which $15 million will be rewarded. Tomorrow, we do it all over again, except with solos. So you'll want to stay glued to the streams here for the Fortnite World Cup Finals live from New York City. Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Get involved in the conversation. Send to Ninja and I your thoughts after game number 1. Who surprised you? What are you looking forward to in games 2 through 6? For me, other things I noticed, man, you've got to be on your A game when it comes down to taking note of where you are with the storm surge. Those were longer storm surges that have lasted than I've ever seen before.
I've honestly never seen storm surge affect the game so much.
Yep.
Because here we are having 80 people left after the second circle. So, you know what I mean? Like, and these guys, they're not going to let you hit them. You know what I mean? And if you want to put shots on these guys, it's going to be when they're flying in the air, rotating, which you also expose yourself to a sniper shot. You know,
absolutely.
High risk, high reward, man. Right?
It's,
let's see how these guys change. I wonder if the guys who did get hurt a lot by the storm surge, are they going to make changes in the second game? Are they going to be a little bit more aggressive and trying to deal some damage as they rotate? That's what I want to know.
That's a great way to think of it. I know there were so many people that want to give their thoughts on these games, but over at Unreal Island, we've got our very own Sundown with his thoughts on game 1.
Thank you so much, Courage and Ninja. In the first match of the duos competition is over, and the Victor Royale's experience wins out. We talked about Energy Zate and Ghost Sap and how they've been playing so long together, and that endgame was a prime example of textbook Zate and Sap. We're going to re-roll it one more time, and we're going to break down kind of how they were able to keep the control. Now, pay attention right away. You can see on the backside, Sap has one angle while Zate is going forward, and they're moving back over the tarps they've already established, but the angles they take make sure they're covering everything. They hear the shots below, they're putting the fire down towards them, and Scarlet is able to pick up Mitro, but doesn't have enough to get out. Zate and Sap, 5 eliminations, Victory Royale, 15 points, showing that their competitive experience, their experience on stage and at major tournaments is winning out right now. They say nerves, what nerves? We might as well be playing at home on our own stations because they're just that good. Match 1 is over. Time to get back over the stage for match 2. Ninja and Courage, take it away.
Thank you very much, Sundown. Great stuff as always there from Unreal Island outside of the venue, enjoying the event themselves. But again, obviously so many updates.
Increíble, no sé cómo sigue vivo. 56 jugadores con vida, 31 dúos vivos. Y vamos a ver porque se está cerrando la tormenta. Benji y Sabat siguen vivos. Y aquí está Mega muy jodido, acaba de recuperar vida. Tiene todavía el bolón, está en zona, eso es lo bueno. Pero ahora vamos a ver la rotación, los jugadores que caen. Vamos, King y Tom. Novenos.
Putting his team from probably an abysmal game 1 to top 3 in our leaderboards. Again, here are your standings from game number 1. Dubs and Mega, they wind up making it through as well. And that's because Mega stayed alive too.
Incredibly talented. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Aiden can do. So hopefully they step it up in this next game. Game 2's about to get on its way, man. Are you ready?
I am ready. Ladies and gentlemen, in this sold-out arena, are you guys ready for game number 2? Oh yeah, they are. Oh yeah, they are. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The battle bus has launched. Game number 2 of the Fortnite World Cup Duo Finals is underway.
Again, I'm just going to keep saying it, the most nerve-wracking part of any competition, but definitely Fortnite for me, is the second you jump out of that.
Sony.
Right? Once you hit the ground, once these players hit the ground, you're going to definitely have hopefully less nerves, get back into the flow, back into the farming mentality. And I'm looking at these llamas on my screen. I'm just hoping that they find, there's nothing greater than finding the new upgraded llama for 350 packs.
And they're everywhere. And wait, if you look at the map, look at the north side. You've got 3 llamas in a very small area. And many players have gotten better at spotting llamas from very, very far away.
The one thing I was telling my team now, guys, like, listen, you just actually have to tell yourself, hey, you should probably look for llamas as they're flying in, because you don't usually look for players who's going to be landing next to you, but if you actually keep an eye out for that adorable pink, purple, and blue llama, there's one. I mean, look, you're just going to get rewarded with shield, rotation, shadow bombs, campfires, minis. I mean, these are incredibly valuable.
And remember, materials get capped at 500 of each type. So when you get 350, it's done its job for you. You can spend much less time looting. Bit of staying on the side of the mountain.
All you have to do is just continue that jump animation. That's going to trigger the double jump. And as long as you don't touch any solid ground, you're going to be able to continue to double bounce back and forth, man. It's an incredible use of the shadow bomb. You're probably going to see a lot of players do something like that in the late game off of other people's builds, and which is way more difficult to do that off a mountain, by the way.
For sure, as we now take a look. That storm is far, side of the map, and this storm is very far. Great point to bring up there. We can see on our side, the zone right now basically gets cut off at Dusty Divot and Neo Tilted, and the rest of the north side of the map are in play. So everyone near the middle and south side will have to move, and you see in the elimination feed very early on, Elevate does get cut down. So a tough start for the duo from 100 Thieves right there, as you've got to wonder if Arkham's still alive. Either way, though, Daedra and M11Z
they have
down in Loot Lake, Lucky Landing, and they do have a duo nearby.
Looks like they're trying to obviously back away while continuing to farm up. Lucky Landing is not really a 4-person landing. When more than two people land here, one of them is going to be leaving a little bit handicapped. Yu Wang in fight right now, popping that last big shield, so all of his damage that he will take from now on will be permanent unless he gets an elimination and gets
look at how good these stick grenades are right now. Scram and Mexi have lost so much HP off the start of this one just from getting ticks The spray does come on through. A third party, though, beginning to shoot down on a Yuang. So another player putting their attention towards this fight at Snobby, but KBB does go down. It's now Yuang all by himself, and no materials left, Ninja.
He can't even take a wall.
They're really, this is an abysmal position to be in. Yuang knows that, trying to fall back to his teammate to maybe sneak a revive, but I just don't see.
These players really are kind of hesitant. You know what I mean? They don't necessarily want to push. There is a third party now. They don't have a lot of shield.
Are they going to get it off
the right play?
They're going to push forward.
Yuang no shield, and he's going to get the double. He's going to get the double and the revive on KBB. And there was some delicious shockwave grenades that just slid down the ramp.
Yuang takes them down. The four builds left. I believe there was some help. The shots that came in from that third team getting nearby, which weakened them at first. Yuang gets the cleanup on the last one right there. What a swing for the duo. Shot does come in onto Keys, though, as another fight going down just outside the desert side of the map. Keys and Slacks up against two.
Running out of materials already, and guess what? These guys are at the farthest point of the storm.
Yep.
So this is not, they can't afford this fight, right? The longer this takes, they're not going to be able to get materials. They're going to be burning all the materials in this fight right now. So they're definitely going to need these lists to make up for it.
That was
and he took the knock on Landjock.
And Landjock and Punisher went down early last game as well, and it looks like Landjock will suffer the same fate here.
Upgraded combat shotgun, you know he's going to take that. Punisher trying to make some plays here. Still now it is a 2-on-1 situation. Just need to play the numbers advantage. And again, Storm is about to start moving, so they're going to have to make some plays sooner rather than later.
No ammunition. Very few builds. No shield. This spells disaster, and Punisher goes down, and there's the frustration in the player camera right there. Slacks and Keys, 2 quick eliminations. But you mentioned they can't afford to do that. It takes so much time in that fight. They've got to go very far still. Now over to Neo Tilted, Clicks and Skeptic in a fight.
Got some shield. Doesn't necessarily want to use this mini to only get a 10. He's trying to obviously take small, help his teammate out. No, he's getting taken. With the trap kill, he's going to get the knock. Unbelievable, incredible place. Bad Sniper goes down, and now he's continuing to branch out. When you guys are in fights like this, you always want to do exactly what he's doing right now, which is branch out, continue to build these little 1x1s with pyramids, try to confuse your opponents of where you actually are healing up.
Skeptic just 8 builds left. They're trying to stay alive right now. They do have the number advantage. Clips has time to pop 1 mini, and it looks like they're going to go for it right now. They made the conscious decision to try to build out, but no. They back up for a moment.
Finally get the shotgun.
Yep. Shotgun picked up. Grenades now as well. They want to go for the second elimination. And
we take the, oh my God, we got some trap talk.
Did he just take the L in real life? Did he just take the L in real life? Homie, this is land. This dude's going to come over. No, I'm just kidding.
40,
but the Stinks come on in.
Stinks coming in, 22 health left, Campfire down, he has.
Oh, and look who's here!
Third party, hello!
Look who's here! NA puts up the take the L, and EU says, no, no, no! This is the World Cup, baby! I'm gonna show which continent is best. Mitro and Mongrel, full HP, and they storm roll through.
Dual links for Mitro,
Clicks
still
right there.
Down low. Wow, incredible. Let's look at that kid. Gold scar, gold combat, heavy shotgun, or sorry, heavy sniper rifle for taking opponents' walls. Look at, they're just stealing and bump rushing, and that's going to be it.
And there's no shot right there. Skeptic, you saw, hey, putting on a show. I love it. The man does YouTube for a reason. But then also a fantastic player. I think speaks a little bit too soon. Aiden now on your screen. Does knock one. Hasn't finished the elimination yet, so still will gain 50 HP if he can get the full. There it is. Now a 2 versus 1. Aiden and Sean. Look at how weak Sean is, though, Ninja.
Sean has absolutely no health. A little bit of shield. Hopefully, we're going to drop some minis here. Aiden needs a good team that he is. I'm sure he's calling it out right now. But it is also a 2-on-1, and they don't know. We don't know how weak this guy is right now. But if he is, he's going to look to try to trade. And there's a double shotgun shot for over 21 white. Players no shield left. They're going to try to put the pressure on. Sean has health, and look how aggressive they're being. They're both one hit. They can actually grab.
They're going for it. They're saying, no, you would have thrown the trap down by now. And there it is. And look at the take from Aiden. The jump out to the side. And they'll be rewarded with shields, with materials. And look, Aiden actually, there was 2 big shields.
Yeah.
Aiden's got the full health.
That's incredible, man.
See the stats so far in this game. Aiden has done 434 damage, has taken 312, and he's near backup to max health. I know Aiden is a crowd favorite here Every time the camera goes on, there's a big cheer from this sold-out arena.
For those of you guys who do not know, the Storm Circle is about to update right now. We just saw our second one, forcing everyone out of the north and east side of the map. And also, guess what? Every single llama was found.
Yep.
All 5 llamas have been found, so we have some probably high material players right now.
A lot of rotation.
Oh my god, I can't even... freaking out, man.
You're getting into it.
Looks
right
like a
now.
lot of people.
I love it.
Yeah, we're looking around. They're all gone. There's only one airdrop that's left, which means a lot of players. It's very difficult, man. Going for airdrops is super risky, but it looks like everyone in the World Cup here is taking their chances.
And what's kind of funny with this zone, as you see it on the bottom right side of your map, the slipstreams are there to basically help everyone get from the southeast, east, and south side of the map easily into this zone. So if you kind of sit outside and wait for players to move from the slipstream, you might be able to deal a lot of damage. And remember, you might think, oh, well, there's no way you're going to get that elimination. I'm not even talking about that.
Really looks like we've been watching that action. But there's 84 teams, 84 players left still.
Yep. I guess that's a testament to our observers backstage. Great stuff to them. Lucky does take a bit of storm damage right there. Chug splashes in the inventory. And Ninja,
like a dolphin.
Chug splashes of competitive by Storm. Are they the best healing item currently in this?
Hola.
I don't think I've
Primero. ¿Todo bien, amigo? Todo perfecto. ¿A qué hora llegaste a tu casa, boludo?
Oh, ni yo sé.
¿Que estabas re en pedo?
No. Solo que fue la mejor noche de mi vida.
¿Por?
Ay, sí, pues.
¿A quién le entraste?
A mi sueño.
¿A quién?
¿Te acuerdas del barrio que fui? ¿La jugada de quién?
¿De quién era la jugada? No me acuerdo. ¿Fetch?
De Julio.
So they're in a position right now, Ninja, where they have a pop-off performance right here. With only 6 games being played after the first 2, they could be your leaders.
Absolutely. I mean, they were only 2 points away from first. Yep. They didn't even win the game. And Mongrel went down early before
Ay, boludo.
rewarded. So,
La cosa, me levanté a las 10 de la mañana, ¿viste? Y me levanté así, recién que le mandé la word. Y
me mandaste un mensaje.
Ajá.
Y la guarda era a las 2 de la tarde, boludo.
Por eso, a la coche de su madre, fui a dormir, me volví a poner la alarma y me levanté ahora.
Mirá, vamos, Gozin mató a no sé quién, a Quinten.
¿Quién mató a quién?
Gozin mató a Quinten. Sí.
Entiendo cómo este pibe tiene 22 años, boludo.
¿Aiden?
Sí, tiene 22 años.
Entonces, boludo, tiene una cara de nene.
No, se pusieron.
¡Reemplazado, puto!
A casa Aiden.
Y Gozin también, no te creas. Mira, no tiene mats. Ah, no, sí tiene.
No, siento que hace cuando siento material.
Quiero ver si King y Coso están vivos todavía. Están novenos en la tabla. Están novenos en la tabla, King y Coso.
La casa hacían.
Every time you watch Aiden and whoever he's playing with, they are always the most aggressive, it appears. Yes. If you remember the famous moment, I think for me, arguably one of the most famous moments of Fortnite competitive history.
¿Sabes cómo me llevo esa minigun? Vean, Creams. Mira, Anuel, de A.
The stat popped up for a second. Aiden and Sean had done 680 damage in the game.
Allá arriba está Stompy.
The lobby was 80.
Ahí a la izquierda está Mongrel. ¡Deleteado, puto! No. Face Mega está sacado. Y Face Dubs también. Ahí está Mitro, mirá. Mungral. Mungral lo mataron de una manera más pelotuda. Ahí está Psin. Ahí abajo a la derechita. ¿Qué?
Y no era la primera partida.
Ghost, no sé qué. Para. Ghost Say. Ah, no, Seth. Ahí está, mirá. Está Saf y Sage. Coso. King y... Mataron a Benji Fishy. Al compañero de Mr. Savage. La anterior. Esta sí.
He's not exposed right there, right, Ninja? He's peeking through his build.
Correct. As you guys are peeking through a pyramid, you hit edit on it. You cannot be seen, right? And you can also see through. It's a very amazing feature. Fortnite Battle Royale.
Fortnite Battle Royale, the ultimate Battle Royale experience.
Ultimate Battle Royale experience, man. Blue T is in the storm, taking damage.
Ah, sí.
A lot of damage, and he's still going to be rotating. Road taking damage.
Mongrel.
Thomas gonna have to make some plays. And there goes Road. He actually just got knocked. 66 players.
Ya morí Blue Tia, boludo.
Kind of moving a little bit away from Pleasant Park, but it's once you have a high ground mountain in play. I mean, I'm wondering if it's going to go north.
There's 3 high ground mountains in play.
Ah, se remuere, mira, mira. Está Mink. Ese Mink no sabe lo que juega, boludo, es un hijo de puta. Quiero ver si está vivo Sony King, boludo.
It's incredible. You can't get sniped from above, and you can deal as much damage as you want. Also, it's incredibly difficult to shoot players that are up there.
Sí.
It's important to know that after the
La partida anterior solo enfocaron a Mungral, a Face Dubs, a estos que son los que ganaron.
Hacer archivo a los pusieron una vez. Oscuro no lo pusieron, ¿no?
Sí, a Oscuro al principio, ni bien empezó. Sí, se hizo la primer kill de todo de todo el campeonato este. Airwax, ayer ganó la Pro AM, ese. Ahí está, Mega, mirá, mató a Kluxla. Calculator, Makewood, Kingstar, Gustavox. Ese es el brazuca de Gustavox 8. Está con el compe.
No, teammate's full. Teammate's full.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Teammate's full.
I was playing with Myth the other day, and
Qué fea skin la del cocinero ese, boludo.
I'm really sensitive on it.
We'll let you and Myth handle that one. As,
Arriba de la montaña están Dubs y Mega. Está Hype y Serpent, Stampy, Schengen. Ahí está Borwen, el español, allá. Al fin enfocaron a otro. A concha de tu madre. Ay, 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 pensaba que no te mate.
Ya lo enfocaron cuando mataban a Aidan. Decían.
Te comiste el pedo de Romero, hijo de puta. King siempre está siempre en el borde, lo que me di cuenta. En la partida anterior no la viste vos, ¿no, Guido? Bueno, King siempre estuvo bordeando el punto. A ese brazo le hicieron poronga. ¿Hay Saf? ¿Se muere Saf? Ah. Allá está Ewa. Este se mató 2 dúos de un tiro, hijo de puta. Sí. Y bueno, ¿qué querés, asiático, boludo? ¿Qué te esperás? No entiendo cómo hacen los asiáticos para ser tan buenos. Tienen que hacer daño porque el Storm Surge se activa y los caga fuego a todos. Se murió Kingstar. Wolfless. Airwax, ahí se murió Airwax. No, qué malos que son estos chinos de mierda. KBB. Necesito que aparezca King.
this zone, Ninja.
It just moved over a mountain, man.
It just moved onto the side of the mountain, so high ground will be in play, but at the same time, Ninja, half of the low ground still in place.
Qué raro, che, enfocar. ¿Cómo entró eso?
Remember, Mongrel did go down early on in the last game. He's got to back up because he's burning through materials very, very quickly.
¿Qué, Mongrel?
This storm surge
Sí.
for the moment, and there's the replenish from his teammate in Vitro. 64 total builds left.
Always see them doing this. They always split half and half match with one another, and then they go and collect the others. And it's just a perfect way of making sure that you guys have equal material.
Por favor, King Zone. King juega solo, la verdad.
Everyone focusing these players on the outside. They've got the minigun firing too. The lobby now picking up quick as we move into
Ah, sí.
the storm is closing in, and that's going to be forcing everyone to get into where the safe zone is right now. It is moving in towards Pleasant Park. Guys,
¿No viste igual que Lagarto y Toigo? ¿Qué?
Trying to get as many lifts possible as people are rotating in.
Vitro on the bottom right of your screen with that minigun has 631 bullets to spray.
¡Ay, el aim! ¡Ay, el aim, Mongrel, chicos!
Didn't get the clutch. Someone else stole the kill from him.
Vitro gets choked as well.
Still have a launch pad, but again, you're in a situation like this. Low ground, they're getting
Hacho, Mongrel.
with nothing but grenade launcher shots and frag grenades, and they're both going to
Y Mitro también.
eliminated, and Mongrel also, sorry, goes down as well.
Cease in the elimination.
Sí, murieron los dos, creo.
Looked like, remember early on, Elevate did go down there. So
That's a noob.
go for it. Zane Sap, do they do it?
Do you go for it? There's a launch pad there and so many materials.
This is game-changing loot right now. They've got the builds to go.
Está re picante esto, amigo. Está buenardo.
Gold combat shotgun too, man.
Zane and Sap.
Ay, cómo lo dejó afuera, qué hijo de puta. Me llegas a hacer algo así y yo te parto la mocha, hijo de puta.
And we know that was juicy loot.
They're making a statement saying, listen, we're from NA, we're here to play. Taking out the, you don't even know they took them out, but they're definitely taking
Cuesta editar alguno de esos.
So great rotation items too. They both each have a launch pad, both have 2 shotgun grenades, and they're gonna go. He didn't get it though. They try to get both at the same time. Gonna be flying, and this is it. Another massive rotation gonna be taking.
Eso sí que es una scream, amigo.
7 damage above the threshold, so they're looking pretty good right now. The question is, are they gonna
Murió Mr. Savage.
go for low ground, high ground? What's the play?
They didn't get the launch pad. He might have to use his own. Yes, he does again, and that actually works out.
Qué ojete que tiene, boludo. Todo, con todo rebota el chupabarriga este. El sin skin, chicos. Le rompe la cola sin skin. Yo sé cuando no te dice que está bonita.
What are they gonna do? Are they gonna prioritize rotation in and not taking damage, or are they gonna try to play it a little risky and go for the
Sí, está remuerto, qué hijo de puta.
open up to a lot of spray, shotgun shots, AR shots, someone suddenly taking the high ground on you. So it all depends on how their play style is gonna unfold, man.
Many more duos remaining in this game, unlike the last one.
Me gustaría saber cómo murió el hijo de puta de King. Igual King está a otro nivel que estos, boludo, te lo juro.
¿Qué sentido?
King es demasiado bueno, amigo. Ay, cuesta editar, hijo de puta. Está peor que yo, boludo. Al Dead Wicked están spameando. Mirá en Snappy, está solo ahí arriba con Sight. Encima son de distinto equipo. Este face up, boludo, me parece que fue más carreado que... ¡Uf! ¡Atomega! ¡Qué hijo de puta! ¡Rompele, pelotudo! ¿No tiene material?
Ay, uno.
¡Qué pelotudo que es ese Sight!
Tiene por donde viniste, pelotudo.
El sexo robo ese.
Bueno, ya murió, córtelo.
Tienen que ganar una sí o sí, King y Zone, boludo. Estos ganan, estos ganan.
Sí, sí.
TCM. Me ganaron el TCM. ¡Ay, le dejó colgado, ¿viste?
Amiguito. Mira acá mirando la World Cup. Mirando la World Cup. El mundial de Fortnite.
Boludo, hay mucha gente. Tan ratas son la gente para ir a ver ahí, boludo.
¿Qué? Para ustedes el mundial de fútbol, para mí el mundial de Fortnite. Es muy épico esto.
Uy, ahí cagá fuerte. Los dos los spamearon ahí. Mira, mira, mira. Le deja la manito arriba. Mira, mira, mira. Mira, ahora lo quiere saludar. Mira, ole. ¿A dónde iba? Mira, hola. ¿Todo bien? Dame la mano, hijo de puta.
¿Qué onda? ¿Qué onda? Ah, Ninja está comentando.
Sí, Ninja y Courage. ¿Qué pone Ninja?
Pobre Ninja. No, ¿qué pasó, amigo?
Es malardo. Tiene una cara de decepción. ¿Por qué no entré y estos malos sí? Mirá, le saca una cabeza a Courage, boludo.
Después me preguntó cuando yo mis viejos. Y te aviso. Mi vieja llegará ahora en, creo que en una hora.
Mirá, le saca una cabeza, amigo. Debe ser re alto el hijo de puta. Vamos a buscar cuánto mide Ninja.
Dale.
Ninja.
Ahora le mando un WhatsApp, le digo cuando llega. Dale. Dale, dale, amigo.
Acá, Wikipedia.
Sí, sí, te mando.
Richard Tyler Blevins. 5 de junio. Tiene 28 años. Fua, alto viejo. ¿Cuánto mide? ¿Cuánto mide Ninja? ¿Cuánto mide?
They might be some younger players. They've definitely been around the block here in competitive Fortnite.
Again, you just see them, just like a lot of other talent here, always at the top of the duo qualifiers every single week. Even though they already qualified, they continue to keep playing, and practicing. Guess what? They just took a game number 2. You gotta be pumped right now, man. Once you win one of these games, you can't let up, though. Again, and that's why I love that energy. Zex was immediately just, I felt like he was just talking about, what are we gonna do next? Hey, man, good job. We won that. Let's do it again, right? How are we gonna change?
Antes Ninja era mejor, ahora es más manquito que Enzo.
Sure, and they know that. They're not gonna take their foot off the gas pedal. Folks, we have our standings after game number 2. Where are things playing on out? It is still Zay and Sap at the top. Dubs and Mega at 18.
Mira, va a estar en puesto 15, yo te digo. Ya te digo. Mira, Sap y Sage, boludo, 26 puntos. Qué sé yo, Armenia, algo de eso. A ver, lo voy a buscar. 18.
The rest of this lobby, I'll tell you that right now.
I mean, just take a look at the points, Courage. You got 11 points, right? Benji and Mr. Savage, they fell out of the top 10. But look at that. Storm and Epic Whale, 12 points. Daedra, M11Z, 12 points. The extra eliminations right there, and boom, they'll move up 6 places. Yep. You know what I mean? So it's still anyone's game, all right? 2 pop-off games, 1 pop-off game, boom, you're already in the top 5.
No, no es Armenia, qué carajo. Wow, gang. No, qué King son pelotudos. Los va a caer a trompada, boludo. Son más tarados. ¡Ah! ¿Cuándo se habrán muerto? Voy a ver el directo de Stark, a ver más o menos en qué momento se murió. Vos me preguntaste qué país era.
Hello.
Thank you guys so much, man. What an awesome first two set of games from Saf and Zayd locking down the lobby to Zexo and Vinny just coming in super clutch. And of course, guys, you've been here. We got to see Ninja. He got to go ahead and commentate some games. So what I want to know from you is, have you guys had a good time? Have you enjoyed it? If so, let's let me hear it. That was so. Let's pretend I didn't ask.
Cualquier cosa comenta el pelotudo de Stark, boludo. What are you talking about?
If you've been watching for a long time, you know I'm a big fan of everyone who loves Fortnite. It's all about bringing people together.
Este se re emociona, el enfermo este.
That's my thing. That's what I do.
En el replay se baja para abajo, tiene que poner la trampa, si le mete, lo mata con trampa, increíble jugada, mata bate sniper, lo remata, se puede curar con el splash y con los minis, ahí van, pero tienen a Oslo debajo, tienen a Oslo debajo que debe ser el compañero de bate sniper que le acaban de matar, le va a intentar pillar
A lot of work went into making this happen, so I can't wait for us to watch this together. Let's take a look.
Pero es alguien, le están intentando escopetazo,
Hello Fortnite fam. Protection 여러분들 안녕하세요. Привет, Fortnite 팀이야. 안녕, 피리코스 원이요. 아시라 Fortnite page. You wanna fund the Fortnite?
La pared, pero
안녕하세요. What's up Fortnite fam? Hey, 저는 Fortnite fan. What's up Fortnite fam? Was geht, Fortnite Freunde? What's up, Fortnite fam?
Partida de la World Cup. Empieza, que se han quitado un poco la presión de encima. Incluso los que han muerto al principio de la anterior partida puede que vayan con más miedo o con más presión. Ahí tenemos ahí arriba Borwen. Por aquí a King. Increíble todos los jugadores que están jugando. Veremos si la gente mantiene el spot o si les ha ido mal en un spot. Tienen que cambiar de sitio. Los ganadores de la anterior partida. ¿Dónde es spot? ¿Dónde cae? El señor tiene una llama aquí al lado, muchas de Daniel, y han caído en la misma ciudad hemos de la segunda partida para conseguir de nuevo en partida. Vamos a ver si le pueden. No tiene más Mexe que le van a hacer el W. Es que de Mexe que van a hacer ellos. Tiran a Mexe de no sé dónde. Y Yuan otra vez se hace prácticamente muerto. La gente ya no está por tonterías. Esta partida, la replay.
Sí, se re emociona este hijo de puta.
Van a ir bastante a ruseo. Vamos ahí que le mete los cortitos que también aborda ese la partida. Y que de momento son más primera.
¡Matan a Mitro! ¡Matan a King! Está re enfermo este chabón, pelotudo de orto. Lo que la trompada.
Even got the little drone that's the battle bus. It looks amazing. The top balloon is actually the drone, so you've got the bus that's literally flying around. You best believe I'm going to pick one up and mess around with my family. They're not ready for it. But there you go. There's some on the screen. Also, that shirt.
¡Póngale Mitro! ¡Haciendo W!
Those of you that really know me know I love Drift. He's easily my favorite character. But just some cool things if you're looking to get some World Cup exclusive things. Go ahead.
Y Mitro que se farmea a los dos.
For those of you who have also been watching kind of all 10-week qualifiers long, you know we love Golden Boy. And there's actually one thing specifically he was kind of telling me when we were going through interviews. And that was, hey, when you get to New York, you're going to be in my hometown, let's catch up and get a slice of pizza. Now I know you're thinking, wait a minute, Zeke, what about like everyone else? Why is it just Golden Boy? Well, he's a Golden Boy, he's selfish, and he wanted the pizza off for himself. Get called out, that's right, now the world knows. But a few of those players actually took us up on the offer, they went out for some pizza, they had a night on the town, so let's take a look together and check this out.
Y casi ahí no sabemos así está bien también Jinky tiene ese face mega daña porque el Slates es donde se hace más interesante.
Central Park, the Empire State Building, and the first ever Fortnite World Cup. I couldn't be more excited about the greatest Fortnite players from around the world coming to my hometown to duke it out. Before the action started, I took World Cup qualifying players Aiden and Chinkin out to show them the Big Apple, starting with PC Gaming Cafe, Waypoint.
Nada más que le tiran una fétida, se queda sin match. Se queda muy tocado de match. Sé que se iba otro equipo delante, lo tiene muy complicado esto. Vamos a ver cómo lo enfrente. Bueno, la juega muy bien. Ser escondida, Teana que se lleva así por tormenta. Interesante. Además se dice en pantalla, por ejemplo, activa la campanita para los que hayan salvo la grieta de la hamburguesa. A ver si sabes si yo prefería Bluetooth, que está muy tocado en su servicio. Va a morir por zona Bluetooth, Thomas H lo tiene muy jodido, que es el compañero de club. Los ganadores de la anterior partida que están posicionados
no sé qué.
Now I want to talk about the competition at hand because obviously this is going to be the biggest opportunity, I would imagine, of your lives. You're going to be playing in front of a massive crowd. Is there a way, as a player, that you prepare for that?
I don't think that there's a way to prepare for it, but try to like calm down, not get like nervous, not get shaky and stuff, and then we should be good.
Still crazy having like a live crowd. Yeah. I try not to take tournaments like too seriously. If I play relaxed, I feel like I do better. I remember when everyone's like, this guy looks like he's just chilling on his couch at home, the casters, and it was like, I was just relaxed, you know, and just, I feel like I played better.
Okay. So gentlemen, we're going to be heading off to some different sites around the city. We're going to go to Washington Square Park, so let's go and check it out.
King perdió antes del 60 y pico. Bueno, hasta que empiece otra partida me voy a jugar una. ¿Maren, estás? No, yo ya estoy jugando una partida. ¿Cómo se llama? Lo hubieses denunciado, Guidini. Y ahora a lo puro. Igual, Guido, acordate que tenemos I'm Assist. Y ahora a lo puro y sin disimulo, olvidando los penes, lo olvidé. Yo estoy en partida yo solo.
I kept telling people, hey, I want to get a slice of pizza, you know, all the players, and they all ignored me, you know? So thank you guys so much for coming out. I really appreciate it. Obviously, this has been an incredible journey for you all. You're now on the precipice.
Bueno, voy a mostrar todo esta boludez, así que si a alguno le pinta, avísenme si anda de stream. Gente, King va noveno, primer partida y King va noveno. Acaban de matar a Morweb, ahí se actualizó la tabla, hasta ahora la segunda partida.
To this pressure.
Honestly, it gives just more support for me. I feel more like
No, no está cerca. Está casi confirmado. ¡Forrio! ¿Cuánto tarda en volver, boludo? ¿A dónde? Reguilón ahora está en cosa, ¿no? En el Sevilla.
Ey, escuchen, hoy es el día. Hoy es el día. Le dicen para arriba, venga al stream, Toy King se coge.
6.
Eso. Y a vos, Sound, también te amamos, guacho. No, estamos viendo un mundial, teníamos hambre, pusimos carne a cocinar, vamos y nos la olvidamos. ¿Está rico, amigo?
No me deja ver el streaming.
Buena. Ya les digo. ¿A vos sí te gusta? Bueno, a ella le gustó. Bueno, sirvió para algo.
Y ahora a lo puro y sin disimulo, olvidándolo, pene lo olvidé. Va a cerrar el 8 también. Va a cerrar el orto. Me pillo. ¿Por qué no me deja ver la World Cup? Toca acá, Gil.
Yo aquí me encontré el Zaina. Yo aquí me encontré el Zaina en San Nicolás. Saludos, carnal.
¿Qué onda? Un saludo.
Ya sabes. Pero a mí también el barrio me respalda, muchachos.
La palabra es mala.
Ay, ganaste.
Tócale.
Ay, ganó.
Este no. Ya, vente, mi hermano.
Manos al aire. Johnny Beltrán en el cantón, soy su dios.
Talk a bunch of stuff, told him much I loved him. Turns out he didn't understand any of it, so I had to get a chance to tell him that I love him. But that's how things go. Now, of course, guys, I know what you want. You want more games. We have 4 more on deck. So I think for now we're going to send it back to Golden Point and Monster. They're going to get us into these games.
¿Qué cosa te da risa?
How's CJ Mike Brown? Play us in.
Soy muy competitivo. Quiero ganar siempre.
All right, huge shout out to DJ Mike Brown doing 1s and 2s here at the Arthur Ashe Stadium. Alongside my favorites, when the boys back at it again, looking to bring you the fun. This week has 3 more on deck.
¡Qué hijo de